Hello, guys and girls, and welcome to today's assignment. As you can see here on the screen, and hopefully through the things that you've already read, what we're going to be doing today is some review over thesis statements. Now, before you jump in and get started here, there are a couple of things that I wanted to point out to you. First of all, we watched an Edpuzzle video yesterday to help review topic sentences and thesis statements. So at the top of the assignment for today, there is a link that you can click on, and it will take you to the slides that were built into the Edpuzzle yesterday. So if you feel like you need to go back and do a little more review, you have these slides available to you. Also, you are obviously watching this video, and so throughout this video, I'm going to be explaining the assignment in a little more depth, and we're actually going to do the first question of the assignment together, so stay tuned to the end if you want a freebie answer given to you. But also, I am available to you today either through email or you can send me a message on Google Classroom. So after you watch this video, if you're still feeling lost, stuck, confused, please reach out to me and I will be happy to help you in any way that I can. So again, today we are talking about thesis statements, and I want to remind you, based on what we saw yesterday, is that a thesis statement is one sentence and it tells what your entire argument essays are about. And that's what we're going to be practicing today. So if you've looked through the assignment, there are 4 prompts. And the question for each prompt is the same. It just says write a thesis statement for the following prompt. So again, 4 prompts, 4 thesis statements. Thesis statements are only a sentence long. So essentially what I'm asking you to do is write 4 sentences today. I feel like that's very doable for everybody. But again, if you have any questions, reach out and let me know. And then, like I've already said, we're going to do the first one together. And so really, you only have to write 3 sentences for your assignment today. So hopefully not too bad, too difficult for anybody. Before we dive in and write the first one together, I did want to show you guys that this assignment is going to be for a grade, and that each thesis statement is going to be worth 5 points, right? So 4 thesis statements, 5 points each. 4 times 5 is 20, so this is going to be a 20-point assignment for today. And as I'm grading it, these are the things that I'm going to be looking for. First thing, you are going to have to read the prompt and identify the question that it is asking you. And then when you write that your thesis statement, you'll have to restate that question. So I am going to be looking for your restated question, and that's going to be worth 1 point. Next thing I'm going to look for is to make sure that you do not use personal pronouns. Remember, personal pronouns are words like I, me, my, and so nowhere on your assignment today should I see you saying things like I think, I feel, I believe, in my opinion. If I were to see you do that, you're going to be losing some points. Next thing is I'm going to be looking for your 2 ideas given in your thesis. So remember, we talked in our review yesterday about how the magic number to remember with thesis statements is 2. After you restate the question, you give your opinion and you give 2 reasons why you feel that way. So 2 is going to be very important today. I'm going to be looking for those 2 reasons in each of your thesis statements. And finally, I'm going to be looking for correct punctuation. Please make sure you start your sentences with a capital letter. Please make sure they end with a period. If I don't see those things, I am going to have to take some points. Okay, now that we've done a very quick review of what this assignment is going to look like, let's look at number 1. Write a thesis statement for the following prompt. Lately, there have been some television shows on channels like the Comedy Channel and MTV that pull crazy stunts that they warn should not be tried at home. Some pick on perfect strangers, others border on risky and dangerous behavior for the pranksters themselves. Recently, MTV removed one of these shows from the air due to the fact that too many teens copied the pranks they saw on the show and either got hurt themselves or hurt others. I want to highlight this right here, either got hurt themselves or hurt others. I think that might be helpful to us here in a little bit. Our writing task says, write a letter to the executives at MTV supporting or opposing their decision to remove shows like this from the air. When it says like this, we know that they are talking about prank shows. Then, of course, need some help getting started. Check out the video found here to help you with this question. Obviously, you have checked out the video, and so you are watching along with me right now. All right, so remember, when we are writing thesis statements, the first thing that we have to do is identify the question that is being asked. The question was here in the writing task where it tells us to write to MTV executives supporting or opposing their decision to remove shows like this from the air. We're talking about prank shows. We know that from the writing situation up at the top. Remember, one of the things that I'm grading you on today is whether or not you restate the question. So the question is, should prank shows be removed from the air? Should they no longer be allowed on TV? So I'm going to say MTV executives. And as you move through this, you will be able to make your decision for each prompt, whether you are in favor or against it, and you still have that ability for this one as well. But since I'm writing this one for you, I'm going to take the side that they should remove these shows. So I'm going to say MTV executives should remove prank shows from the air because... And now this opens the door to give me my 2 reasons for why I think they should remove prank shows from the air. Now, if this were an all-out on-demand and we were doing the full thing, you would have some passages to look back on to get some ideas for why either you do or do not agree with the topic that's being discussed. We don't have passages today. I hope that doesn't break your heart. I'm not going to make you do a lot of reading. And so the information that you're going to use is either going to have to come from the prompt or from your brain. You guys know my motto with on-demand writing: work smarter, not harder. And so I'm going to borrow some information from the writing situation to help me come up with my 2 reasons. And it's actually going to be part of the last sentence here where it says, many teens copied the pranks they saw on the show and either got hurt themselves or hurt others. So I'm going to focus on the fact that people could get hurt because of these prank shows. So after the word because, my first reason is going to be because people may copy the pranks they see on these shows and get hurt, right? That's my first reason. And then for my second reason, I'm going to borrow from the prompt again because it did say that many teens copied the pranks they saw on the show and got hurt themselves, but it also mentions that they could hurt other people. And so I'm going to say they saw on these shows and get hurt, or they may hurt other people when they try the pranks. And then another friendly reminder that part of the scoring criteria for this assignment today is using correct punctuation. And so I'm going to add a period at the end of my thesis statement. I'm going to read over it one more time just to make sure I've done everything correctly. I have MTV executives should remove prank shows from the air because, so there I have restated the question. I did not include any personal pronouns like I think, I believe, or in my opinion. And then I'm going to give 2 reasons. People may copy the pranks they see on these shows and get hurt, or, that was my first reason, or they may hurt other people when they try the pranks. And that's my second reason. So I've restated, no personal opinions. I gave my 2 reasons and I used correct punctuation. Moving forward, you will be doing the same thing. You have 3 more prompts to read, 3 more thesis statements to write. Please reach out and let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.